Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XII. You're here with Morris. How's your day going? I hope all is well, wherever you are. And as I say, welcome back. Yes, at the end of the last part, we were just making our way through the Still Shrine of Miriam, and I kind of made a bit of an error right over here. But as you can see, the error has been rectified. The statue that we needed to move is now facing the center. It only took a couple of minutes, so that's fine. It didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought it would. But yeah, so we still have a third statue to go, and you'll notice, whoa, Pinello, don't give the game away too quickly. You'll notice our Gambit setup has changed slightly to the classic, we are about to face a boss Gambit setup. And it's a bit of an interesting boss. I don't anticipate there being too many issues here, but we're going to know pretty quickly if this boss is going to be a problem. And we'll soon see why, so let's get in there. Let's get in there and see what's cooking for us. I mean, this boss is like a Silent Hill character with armor on, you know? Anyway, so I've paused it here just so you can actually see the notes there on the screen. A magnetic field envelops the party. Your metallic equipment grows heavy. So what this means is that any character who's wearing heavy armor, aka Bosch, is now majorly slowed down. And you can avoid that by just using characters that don't use heavy armor. But because Bosch is sort of the ultimate tank, and is kind of super effective against pretty much every boss in that way, I opt to keep him on. And not only that, but this boss also casts slow, in order to make Bosch painfully slow. So we've got the Gambit set up for Balthier to counter that a little bit with haste. It shouldn't be too much of an issue with the other characters, they should be fine. So yeah, let's get into it. You're about to see his ATB gauge. Yeah, oh yeah, that's lovely. Beautiful. But yeah, we're just going to put haste on Bosch anyway, just to kind of attempt to counter it. Not too much. But yeah, you can see that the boss itself actually has very little health. I mean, if you think about those worm bosses that we fought earlier, those had, you know, more than twice the health of this thing. So you can see with these weapons, not really much of a problem. Although that could be a problem. Briefly. There we go. That was easy enough. But yeah, I mean, even a tasty quickening chain would be enough, probably, even at this point, to take out this boss. In fact, we may very well just do it. If we live that long. Balthier there, staying well out of the well out of harm's way. I love this epic music for this boss that isn't really doing that much. And he's also slowed by Pinello. How ironic. Alright, I'm just gonna do it. Good job I didn't get confused then. This is almost overkill at this point, but I just don't want to get... I don't want to get sideswiped by something I'm not expecting.
I got it.
And I can always go back and save it and get all my MP and charges back. It's all good. In fact, there's a save crystal in this dungeon, so... What's the problem? Please go crazy. Oh, what? I thought I got that last one. That sucks. Well, that wasn't the best chain in the world, just all 3 characters. But it was still enough somehow. Strange. Strange that the lava that it came out of was the thing that killed it. But yeah, no real problems there. So that's a sort of a new mechanic, I guess, with bosses, and it only comes up a few times in the game where there'll just be this, oh, this magical thing that suddenly stops you, the party, from doing, you know, whatever. It varies from boss to boss. And probably the worst one is, well, I say the worst, the toughest one is an optional boss. Ooh, is that what I think it is? An optional boss that removes your ability to attack, and I think cast magic. So have fun trying to beat that thing. Oh yeah, there you go, that's the one, the Sage's Ring. Pretty much what Penelo's going to be wearing for the rest of the game. Reduces MP cost by half. That's a big deal. That's a lot. That's a lot of MP we're saving. So where is that? Where is that in our accessories? I really like that you can just see. You can just see what you're getting yourself into with these licenses. I've also put the, well, I don't think it's on at the moment, is it? But I did briefly, in the interim, put on the golden amulet for Penelo. Because I think if, I mean, it's not going to go on now, but I think if anybody should have, you know, if anybody should be racking up the license points, it's probably going to be White Mage, you know? That's altogether pretty useful. Probably should have done it earlier, but there you go. We got the Sage's Ring, that's pretty much all she needs. And thank you, now we have a map, even though we've been everywhere. Apart from the last... oh yeah, I wonder what's going to happen in there. In the Hall of Worth. That giant circular arena-like area. So yeah, we just turn this towards the center again. Do we get a magic noise? Ah, the Colossus has undergone some change. I wonder what it could be. This has been a successful dungeon, overall. How do I even get there? Oh yeah, I gotta go back to the center, don't I? Do I? I do. But yeah, that's another boss that, again, just really threw me off the first time. The way past the Colossus is open. Probably could have climbed around. Probably could have, if you really wanted to get through there, probably could have just climbed around. Also, another weird effect of that is now these things will not attack. They just sit there. It's like you've earned the right to roam these halls. But yeah, I have a, again, that boss threw me off the first time. I have a memory of being whacked by pretty much every boss in this game. I don't think, I mean, I'm trying to rack my brains now. I don't think there's anything in this that... There's no, like, super easy boss. There's no, like, boss that's so easy you wonder what... You know, at what point it was supposed to kind of trip you up. Maybe we'll come across one. I just can't remember it because it was so easy that it's just fallen out of my head. I don't know. But you know, there's always that one boss in games that's just like, what was that even a boss? Come on. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna hit the save crystal real quick. Just gonna cure just in case I get killed right before the save crystal. That would be bad. And then probably spend a few more licenses as well. Buy a few more licenses, I should say. I feel like Balthier has some history with this place. Like, he came and tried to rob the whole place one time. That's why these monsters hate him. Just something he's not telling us. Definitely worth beating the crystal bug here. Not that the other save crystal is even that far away, actually. But still, I'll save you a few steps just in case this boss gets the better of you. And it can, it's got some stuff up its sleeve. They all generally have a... They have something. All the bosses in this game have something to trip you up. God, I wish more weapons inflicted slow. Because a lot of enemies are susceptible to it, and it just seems like a waste of time casting the spell. God, who has time for that? This bloody horse. How's a horse comboing people? Come on. That doesn't make sense. Why does this enemy seem tougher than last time? Ow! Oh yeah. That's a very rare glimpse of the accessory that Bosch is using there. So I did just over 1,000 damage. That's what happens. That's what happens when his health goes down. I'm sure there is a technique that sort of reduces your health to like 1/10, or it puts you in HP critical mode, and it is a viable strategy to actually have decoy on someone else, and then have the person who is at HP critical do most of the attacking, because they'll combo more and they'll do more damage, but they're not at risk of being killed because the decoy is on someone else. But I've never really found a good way of implementing it because I'm not that smart. But yeah, it can be done. But yeah, you can see this Kuraga is now only... Oh, it's only cost 10! Only cost 10 MP with that ring on. Ah, that's what we want to see. Alright, I'm probably going to just buy a couple of licenses here. It's not going to make too much of a difference, I don't think, but... Increase attack damage? Yeah, why not? Increase strength when HP is full. That's not gonna happen too much, but I might as well have it. Increased chance to block with a shield. Excellent. You can tell I usually spend most of my license points on these battle lore licenses as soon as possible. Magic potency. He's not really casting enough spells yet for that. Bit more health? Why not? Alright, that'll probably do it. Not really sure what else Penelo can get. Her heals are pretty good. Alright, we'll leave it at that then. And I think everybody has everything on that they need to. Is there nothing better for this guy? Probably not at this stage. Okay. So one thing I am going to do, this is this boss here, spoilers again, is ice-based. So we're going to put on the ice shield. Half damage. Half ice damage. That's good. That's good in this next room. That's going to be very useful. Actually, is there a health license that I can get for Penelo? She is looking kind of like she needs a bit of an injection of... Aha! 150 HP, that's perfect. Just to push her over... Oh, almost over 1,000. Oh, decoy only costs 4 MP now. Excellent. And just before we go in there, you better... oh, actually, yeah, you can see how much they all cost. Look at that. It's nothing. Nothing costs anything in terms of MP. A Sooner is only 10. And it's going to get better. Look at that. Right, let's go. So yeah, hopefully again this setup should be enough to handle this boss again. Doesn't have a lot of health, so hopefully it's not going to be a long fight. So this boss is actually the Shiva of the game. This is a summon, or an Esper in this case. And the thing about this boss is it's not just it, unfortunately. It's all of these. It summons its own sort of ice buddies to help out. So they're all gonna attack Bosch at the same time. And it's one of those classic bosses where there's a lot of them, but once one falls, it becomes way easier. So yeah, we're just going to try and take these things out as quickly as possible. But yeah, as you can see, that volley there is quite insane. You can imagine what it would be like if I didn't have the ice shield on. Oh my goodness me, why is Penelo asleep? That's new. I didn't know she could be put asleep. Alright, Penelo, wake up. What do I need? What wakes people up? There we go. A kiss from a prince. Whenever you're ready. Wow, I'm actually getting experience from these. Why can I not target that one that's like right next to me? Or is that the one that's just dead? Oh, that's the one that's just dead. Oh, wrong guy, wrong guy. These they're dying too quickly. I can't even tell. I can't even keep up. So there we are. And now we can focus on the main boss. And I don't think it summons any more that I can think of, so... And as with most bosses, it does have a huge let's kill everyone attack, so I'm just trying to keep Bosch a little bit out of the way of at least Balthier. Vanilla's kind of in the mix. You know, she is still a melee fighter, so. I don't know, I mean, I do think it's like a viable strategy. Honestly. In fact, it's got Protect on. I could use a cheeky Dispel here. Not that. Is Dispel white magic? Oh, it is. That would certainly make this go a little bit quicker. And it's also slow. Excellent. Another decent strategy is to use Thunder against those ice things, but the problem is the main boss has Reflect on, so you want to kind of be careful with that. If you use AoE spells, it's gonna hit you as well. Unless I would just seen you cast a spell and you kind of get it in there before it manages to rebuff itself. Alright, well that did hit everyone, which is a bit of a shame, but as you can see, it's not doing enough to be a problem. And we may as well try and get a decent quickening chain in. Oh, no! Oh, right at the last second. Well, that's fine, because it's still gonna happen. There we go. That was strange. But yeah, again, this fight is kind of over.
My regards.
I mean, it's kind of overkill, but I don't really mind.
I never miss. My regards.
Like I say, these ones are pretty simple. The level 3 ones are crazy over the top.
I never miss.
I got it. Ha!
2 bosses in 1 episode again. I like buses. Buses, bosses, yeah. 2 come along at once. Alright. That's that done. Can't forget these. Weird that they put these chests in a boss room, but... A bubble moat. That's useless, pretty much. But I'll still take it. And an elixir. That's fine. I was expecting something a little more extravagant, but that's fine. And this is the... Oh, you completed the dungeon music.
You should try it on the Dawn Shard. See if it can destroy Nethicite or not.
What?
He just may be onto something. The Dawn Shard's no use to us, after all.
The stone bleeds mist.
It has been roused. It fears the sword. The stone is quiet.
This is the sword, the Nethicite destroyer.
Should it find its mark?
Vaughn! Tell me, did you see him again?
I didn't. Not a thing. Not even my brother. Not anything.
You obtain the Sword of Kings, and this is our first great sword. Which is useless. Because, although yeah, its attack power is a little bit better. Look at that evade. That evade of 0. You will evade nothing with this sword. Also, it doesn't feel right equipping it on Bosch, does it really? Yeah. I'll take that, Your Highness. And I shall be the king. Alright, we're done. We can go. Another ancient tomb pillaged. Be an awful shame to die now. Wow, are there really no enemies here now? Interesting. I don't remember that. But I guess that makes sense. Be a bit of a scumbag move to have something kill you right after the boss. Oh, good! It's this thing that barely spawns. That's good news. Let's fucking bypass it, shall we? So that's a rare enemy. And all it does is spawn undead around it, as you saw. And I'm actually going to save it just in case. Just in case. I'm going to try and fight it, but if we save it now, it's fine. I jinxed myself. But yeah, it pretty much continuously spawns other enemies, so the idea behind this is just to fight the thing itself, rather than waste time with the ads. So we'll see how much health it's rocking. Quite a bit. Wow, and it hits also hard. Jesus, they hate her. She can't heal fast enough. Yeah, as you can see, it's constantly... I mean, that is going to get worse and worse. But if we can take this thing out, that would be nice. I don't think you actually get anything. But I want to do it anyway. No, don't teleport! Okay, let's sub someone in real quick. There we go. Don't worry, now we're fine. It was worth it. I wanted to just conquer it, you know? Alright, sweet. This dungeon did its best to kill me. Oh dear. Alright, well, I'm going to pause it for now, guys, and bring everyone back to life. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy XII, and I hope you join me for the next part, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. See you later.